Was there a sense of like, okay, we got that under our belt, like now going back, we know what to kind of plan for and look forward to and whatever?
Yeah, I think so. And then the other nice thing about like being in a recce shack at that time, it was a little shack. It was just a small building on the backside of the compound that all the squadron sniper guys were hanging out in. So as the red guys were overseas, they're passing information back like, hey, this gear works, this gear doesn't work. Here's the tactics we're using right now. So we would have that constant feedback loop from the different recce guys. So we knew kind of what we were walking into to a degree. And then as we're learning those lessons and giving those after action reports, we're sending right back to the guys so they know.
That's good.
Before they even get over there, like, okay, here's the latest and greatest. Here's the routes we did. Here's where we've been working at. Here's some of the target packages. Yeah.
In terms of the group, if you can say it, about how many of you were there chasing that fucking guy?
Oh, there was 6 snipers, and then we had a EOD guy with us and a CCD guy with us.
So just 8 of you.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's not that I got to tell you. I mean, it seems like that's hanging it out there pretty.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, this is prior to Red Wings and everything else when, the Taliban guys weren't that emboldened. So we had some locals kind of walk through our area and see it. I mean, it would be fucking everywhere up there. Yeah. You think you'd be in the middle of nowhere, and next thing you know, there's a wife, some mom with bare feet with carrying a kid on her back climbing up at 12,000 feet for no apparent reason at all.
Were any of them hot?
No.
Not at that fucking elevation, right?
No. We did get a kid to bring us some bread though. We were out of food on one of them. Like here's $100 to bring us some food.
Yeah,
no shit. He brought us some foot bread.
$100.
Yeah, hung out there and.
That's fucking funny. All right, so the next deployment then, what was that like?
Yeah, so we came back from that first Afghanistan in October, turned right around, and at this point, Iraq was kind of getting spun up a little bit, and we were right on call for that. So we pushed back out to Iraq in March, early March, went forward staged for probably about a week or two before it got kicked off.
And so I'm assuming that was the Jessica Lynch deployment, right?
Yeah. So we were the first ones there. We did a bunch of the chem bio stuff right off the bat, and then we got a report that some Americans were missing, and we went. It was 4 or 5 of us, sniper guys, to go forward stage to us Nasiriyah, link up with some Marine guys there, and see what we could find out. Started interviewing people and looking around and driving around, and it's funny. I was listening to Andy Stump. He did a podcast with Jessica.
Yeah.
I listened to that because I was intimately there, and she was recounting stuff and where she was talking about being, for any of your listeners that listen to that or go listen to it, she was talking about being in a building by herself for like 24 hours. It was dark. She didn't know where she was. Well, I sent Andy those pictures. I'm like, I know exactly what building that was. We drove by because we had a report that there might have been something there. Took pictures of it from outside. Didn't see any kind of action going on there, so we never went inside. But if we would have, she was there.
No shit.
Yeah, like 100 yards away.
Fucking close.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So interestingly, small world. I was there in Nasiriyah at the same time with SEAL Team 3 Golf / Echo platoon. We started out as Golf and ended up as Echo. So we used the GE symbol as our platoon patch. But we were there like, I want to say it was probably a couple of miles from where the hospital was, but we were with the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit, and
those guys are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, I don't know if it may have been you. I don't even remember, but I do remember there were some Gold Team guys.
Yeah, that was us
walking through that little camp. That was you.
Yeah.
So
we got the howitzers going off.
Yeah, so we actually probably met then.
Yeah, we might have. Yeah, we were just sleeping on the ground. It was awesome because we landed in Nasiriyah, got off the airplane, C-130 takes off, and there's like nobody there.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck's our ride at? We're supposed to meet people. And happened to find, like Marine guys were there picking up some people or whatever. So we jumped on the back of the 6x, and, guys check my IG. There's like just dirty fucking bastards right in the back of a 6x out to the middle of the desert. And
that's a trip.
We climb off that, and the first person we talked to is a damn 1-star general.
Yeah.
He's out there in the dirt with his guys, living off MREs, sleeping on the ground, and just fucking having a time of his life, just fucking launching howitzers and everything else. It was awesome.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's really cool.
Those Marine guys are awesome.
Yeah. Well, in the, I want to say it was the 2nd Ranger Battalion was there too?
So we came in for about a week, interviewed some stuff, got some information, then went back, did another mission up up by the lake, then came back and had some follow-on from the doctor, got some more information. So knew she was probably in that hospital, got some better intel, wired him up with a camera, got some good camera video of what was going on, confirmed that was her. And then we came back in, we had Rangers with us, and just a big package for for what it ended up being, but
Yeah.
you don't know.
What's that?
But we didn't know, right?
Yeah.
Going in, all the reports were a lot of fighters and everything else, and I
Yeah.
think we probably kind of scared them away with our presence.
Yeah. What can you walk us through the actual fucking rescue operation as to how it went?
Yeah, like from my side, so we weren't too far from the airfield that we staged out of, and we had the entire squadron there. We had Ranger Bat there, Marine guys were there, so we had the Marines kind of cordon off the bigger general area. The night before, they would kind of push up their forward lines, and then we flew in the night. Salters land on the bottom, we land on top with snipers, provide overwatch, and they came in from the bottom and cleared out pretty well. I mean, nobody on target besides the hospital staff. I think we kind of ran everybody out of there.
Yeah.
But then brought the Rangers in, and the good thing is from our vantage point on the rooftop, looking over as the Marines or the Rangers were coming in, we could see, obviously some bodies buried, freshly dug up grave sites, and they almost ran over with their strikers. So we get them on the hall. We're lasering, looping where the bodies were, and we were able to pull not just Jessica back, but all those bodies as well. Recover everybody else.
And that was the group of guys that she was with.
Yeah, all her friends and teammates there.
Yeah, that's a fucking trip. Have you been in contact with her at all?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's a crazy story. And again, I remember being right there when it happened. We could see fucking little birds going in, and you could hear it. I mean, it was pretty.
Yeah,
neat
put the little birds down in the courtyard with these halters and us up on the roof. It was fast. I mean, we did a good job. We went in and cleaned it up, and there's obviously, when we found signs that there was fighters there, and radios, and there was at the bottom in the basement there was for lack of a better term, a big sandbox of like Nasiriyah where shit was at.
Was there any resistance with the Rangers or you guys at all?
There was outside of town. I think the guys ran into a little bit of resistance as they were rolling in with the vehicles, but I think the Marines did a pretty good job of keeping the fight on the other side of town.
Yeah,
because they were pushed over to the I guess it would be the far east side of town. Had some engagements over there, so I think they drew a lot of the fighters away from that.
Yeah.
So we were able to slide in there, and we were prepared for the worst, but turned out to be pretty low key.
Yeah. It's a hell of a fucking story. I know what all she went through in her unit at that point was pretty fucking brutal. But what was the rest of that deployment like?
It was good. I mean, we did. We were there through May. Did a lot of missions. Not a lot of firefights, but did a lot of missions. And my 30th birthday there, which was a kind of interesting story. So we at this point we were this is April 23rd. So we'd already done Jessica Lynch. We had moved into BIOP. We were the first C-130s to land there and come flying in and getting shot at with surface air missiles and everything else. And you're stuck in the back of a C-130 with pallets and a couple hundred Rangers, and you can't do shit about it, which is kind of unnerving to a degree. You're just waiting to either die or land, one of the two. Yeah. So we land and get dumped out the back of the C-130, and again, nobody there. It's supposed to be our friends from the agency were supposed to be there to receive us, and there was nobody. So we moved into a hangar, stole some cars, and started working. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great. Similar story. We ended up stealing a Humvee from the Air Force because we only had 3, and we needed 4 before we went up into Nasiriyah for that. But what kind of cars were they?
Oh, rental cars, just straight out of the road. On the other side of the commercial airport, took every car we could, and we stole some trucks with guns in the back of them. And luckily, we had some orange cars, or the big orange flaggings to put on the top of these trucks because they had anti-aircraft truck or guns in the back. And we're going to get our gear there. We may get shot with some fucking some JDAMs or something. But
so that was your 30th birthday.
So my 30th birthday, we were chasing one of the deck of cards guys in town. So myself and my buddy Jeff, big country guy, we're in one of these rental cars, just daylight, kind of just doing our mission, trying to find this guy. We knew where he was. We were following one of his, for lack of a better term, one of his soldiers around, and they started just hauling ass. They would just fly around the corner, up around the block, just hauling ass. So we just parked. Obviously they know something's going on. So we just parked and we're sitting there on a call. Jeff's on the radio, he's on a computer, typing up what's going on. And luckily I left the car running. Hopefully my wife doesn't listen to this. But
she probably won't.
Yeah, as we're sitting there, I hear a knock at the window, and I turn, and this Iraqi's got a fucking 1911 poked in my head.
No shit.
Yeah, he's like, in his, Farsi or whatever, Persian, he's like basically telling me to get out of the car. So we're like, okay, hey, hold on. Hey, you can have the car. I don't care. So, and I open the door, and he sees my M4 and my body armor and all this stuff, and he's fucking, his eyes light up. It's like, oh shit, I'm trying to steal a car from the wrong guy.
Yeah.
And that gave me enough of an opportunity where he was distracted, so I threw the car in gear, and we whipped up about 20 yards, spun around, and him and his buddy were running away, and went back there and take care of business. But yeah, that was my 30th birthday.
What was there? Did a part of you want to just fucking smoke him for doing it, or what was?
Oh, we took care of the problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not doing that to anybody else. But I mean, so it turned out to be he's just a street thug. Him and his buddy saw a car with a license plate that we got from our friends that was not associated with what it should be.
Yeah.
And so basically, he saw the license plate, saw the car, knew it was a stolen car.
Yeah.
So they're going to go steal a stolen car, and didn't really turn out too well for him. But the funny thing is, so at this time we're dealing with this. So we call contact. We're like, hey, we got contact, troops in contact. Our other guys are about 2 miles away, down around the block. They're hitting the target, wrapping this guy up, and touchdown on that one. Good target on that one. So we're like, hey, we got this body. They're like, what the fuck you mean you got a body? Like, we had a contact, we got a body. What does it do with it? Like, we'll bring him back. So we shove him in the damn trunk, drive him back to the base.
Mafia story.
Yeah, it kind of is. Drive him back to base, and we go to the talk. We're like, well, what do you want us to do with this thing? They're like, fuck, we don't want him. You told me to bring the goddamn thing back. So they're like, oh, take him over to the other side of the base to the agency guys. Yeah. Give them to them. So we drive over there and like, what do you guys want to do? They're like, we don't want that fucking body. I'm like, well, I'm not taking him back over there. So we just pulled him out of the trunk and said, hey, have a good time.
God damn. I mean, I guess what's the reason for not just leaving him there?
It was early enough in the war. They didn't know what they had. They just knew we had troop in contact, so they were going to do bio on them and everything else. And then we got back, and the story kind of unfolded, and they're like, fuck, we don't want him.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't want him either. He fucking stinks.
God damn.